Hello! Welcome to my very first vlog, or a video blog for the longer version. So, this month is all about pesky items around the house. That's what I'm starting with because a lot of times it's small stuff that doesn't seem important, but it can weigh down on you. And it can accumulate. And what you don't know is that the little box that I use has so many potential decisions that need to be made. And so I'm here today to help you figure out ways to make those decisions, make it not a big deal. The box that I keep my coupons, membership cards, things like that in, it's an extension of my wallet. Another option, if you don't have a little box, you could use a little accordion receipt filer. I've got the tabs labeled, I don't know if you can see, but there are a lot of sections. You could also use envelopes, just an old-fashioned envelope, doesn't have to be fancy. Or you could go digital. We're not going to talk too much about digital, but that is something that I love, and it's a way to keep everything in your phone, in the palm of your hand, wherever you are. How cool is that? But it's only cool if that's how you roll. If you don't roll that way, forget it. Alright, so when you categorize things, don't get hung up on which category a certain card falls in. Write down a category on a sticky note. You can always rewrite it. Then what's going to happen is you'll have your categories, but as you keep sorting, soon there will be actions you'll have to take. So the ones I like are scan, action, and shred. If it needs to be recycled or trash, you can just do that immediately and you don't need to write a special thing. Scanning is if you can get rid of the physical piece of paper or the card, but you do need to keep that information somewhere. And the ask or action or research, it's one of those three, or it could be all of them. I just call it the action pile, actually, because you may find that you need to ask someone else in your household about it. You may need to look something up online. Next, after you sort everything, then we're going to have to evaluate each pile that you've created. For your coupon, ask yourself a few questions. Do you actually shop at that store? If you don't, find someone else who does, or get rid of it. 2, what is the likelihood you will use this coupon? Do you need something from this store? Okay. 3, is it worth your time? Is it so convenient to go to that of course you'll use it? Or is it really out of your way that it's not worth it? That can help you decide. 4, can you make it to the place before the expiration date? Also, a tip, something to ask yourself is, what kind of shopper are you? What kind of shopper am I? If I'm going into Manhattan for the day, I like to get everything done before I come home to Astoria. So I usually premeditate when I have to go shopping. I don't always, but a lot of times I can, and therefore I can go to my coupons and my gift cards and load them into my wallet if there's a chance I might visit a particular store during my day. Food, on the other hand, I'm more impulsive about. I don't know where I'm going to be, when I'm going to be hungry, when hunger is going to strike. So I usually tend to keep food gift cards and food like membership cards in my wallet because that's a more impulsive thing. So if you can figure out what you are, you'll know what you can keep in your wallet and what you can leave out of your wallet. When you have a gift card, sometimes you don't use up the whole value of it. So with a Sharpie marker, write the value, the remaining balance on the card itself. That way you don't have to look it up ahead of time, it's there. You don't have to keep the receipt with the balance. I mean, keep the receipt if you have to return something. You don't have to keep it purely to see the balance. Just write it directly on the card. 2, set a deadline for coupons without expiration dates. Give it an expiration date, okay? Just write it down, choose whatever duration you need, put it on the card. And then when you go through them at a later date, you either used it or it's time to get rid of it. It's very helpful to help you make a decision now that you don't have to make later. And now that you've gone through this, maybe you can treat yourself. I don't know, you might have a spa gift certificate, which would be amazing. So I hope you find something fun. If you have a ton of MTA cards, Subway cards, I'm gonna post a website that will give you instructions to get the balance merged onto one card that's current and not expired. And I'm gonna do that too, so we'll all do it together. If you want to digitize your frequent shopper cards, I highly recommend the Keyring app. And what it does is it creates a barcode for you scan it in, you can take a picture of the front and the back, just in case there's trouble reading it, and that's great. Now, keep in mind, you can also, a lot of times, key in your phone number at the store. So I hope this was helpful. Please feel free to call, to email, to comment, to ask me any questions. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful, and I hope it motivates you, and we can get rid of those pesky items around the house and make them much more manageable and useful to you. All right, bye everyone. Thank you for watching.